Alright, so this is my arena card review for Scholomance Academy, Hunter cards. So yeah, you can check out the other classes. So yeah, on to Hunter now. Start with the Legendary. I'll start with the least impactful cards in terms of likelihood of you'll see them. So I already reviewed this for Demon Hunter, but again, Ace Hunter Kreen, 3 mana 2/4. Your other characters are immune while attacking. Again, as I said, this is also a Demon Hunter class card. This effect is insane. Hunter is typically an aggressive class. By having this type of card, you're giving more of a control style. Control Hunter is very dangerous because Hunter's hero power still puts a clock on the game unless you're playing against a priest or warrior. Um, this card is insane. Uh, Again, you have to have a board, but it's insane. If you're ahead or slightly even, it's game-winning card. If you're behind, eh. But yeah, I believe I gave it double S for Demon Hunter. I don't remember, but this is a broken card. This is just a broken card. Like this could be a triple S, but you can't really play this while behind. Like you can't play this one behind. But yeah, this is a stupid card. So yeah, on to the next one. Right, Professor Slate, 3 mana 3/4. It's already a good stat line. This is a B plus type of stat line. Your spells are poisonous, so that's very good. However, you also have to remember that you're kind of locked out on using any buff cards or targeting your own minions while this is on board, which probably shouldn't matter most of the time. But so poisonous kills unless they have Divine Shield. So Hunter has twin spells, has explosive shot. If this was wild, they even have like power shot or whatever. This effect is insane. This combos with um, snipe and explosive trap. It's a very good card. The effect is insane, but the fact is that you need the correct type of the proper spells to pull off this effect. This is at least an A, possibly S. But I don't know how common you're going to get those spells for this B and S. The effect probably is not going to be too relevant in Arena. So for that, it probably remains an A, but this is at least an A plus because 3 mana 3/4 is already a B plus A type of stat line. The effect is insane, but it's not even that relevant in Arena. This could be an S card, but I think this is a really good curve play because then you can threaten possibly absorb a removal because people are afraid of you pop off. So yeah, so it has more mind games type of thing rather than pure gameplay thing. Shandel Wildclaw, 3 mana 3/3. I mentioned this in Druid review already. It's also a Druid class card. Choose one. Give Beast in your deck +1/+1. Again, it's only Beast, but or transform into a friendly copy of a friendly beast. Again, you have to have a beast on board. In Hunter, you probably will be drafting a lot of beasts because I'm pretty sure they got some cheap beasts already. So this is easily a plus card. Could be an S, but again, you may not always have the beast type of deck. The effect is good. It's game winning, but it's not like hugely impactful in terms of like super unfair. It's just because yeah, you're not gonna have many bees, but even if you have like 10 bees, it's good, but you may not draw them. So there's that. Uh, So yeah, that's all for the legendaries. On to the epics. Guardian Animals, 7 mana spell. It's also a druid spell, dual class, I already mentioned that. So, summon beasts that cost 5 or less from your deck, give them rush. Uh, this might actually be worse than druid because Hunter has quite a bit of cheap beasts that you want to draft. Don't recall I gave this in druid, but this is worse in Hunter. Because as I said, on average, you probably want you need at least 2-3 mana beast in your deck for this to pull, and the 1 mana for the rush to give them both is worth it. But you're gonna have 1 mana and 2 mana beast in Druid, in my mistake, in Hunter. Obviously it's a 7 mana card, so ideally you play those cards already, but I don't see this card being so great. It's not complete shit as in an F, but this is a D. I'm not gonna give it a D minus since it could pop off every so often. Give it a D. Can it be? It's a spell, and spells are inconsistent. Spells are bad versus just a stat minion. Give it a D minus. Yeah. Okay, so next epic. Prolusk Bark Stripper, 4 mana 3/5 beast. So stat line. It's a fair stat line. Spell burst, destroy a random enemy minion. So spell burst, cast a deadly shot. That's pretty much what it is. It's it's cast a deadly shot when you play a spell. This is an insane card. The stat line is a fair card. Stat line is not what you want in Hunter, because in Hunter you typically want an aggressive stat line than a defensive stat line. So this stat line, so 4 mana 5/4 beast would be a B, possibly B plus in Hunter. 4 mana 4/5 beast in Hunter is probably a B plus as well. 4 mana 3/5 is a B C plus or B minus in Hunter. But this is an insane effect. Cast a deadly shot. You play this on 4. Your opponent freaks out and uses a polymorph for removal. And it got its mana's worth. This is an insane card. It really is an insane card. So it's at least an A tier. I don't know if it's an S tier. Because I don't know how how often you'll be getting cheap spells, especially in the early mid game for Hunter when you want to tempo out. I think an A plus is a fair rating. It's at least an A tier. This could be an S, but the spell burst is not going to be too easy to pull off. I think when you play this on curve, because this can get killed right away. But again, the fact that it could eat up a polymorph or fireball or whatever, or their own spell burst kill a minion effect bullshit thing, it's fine. It's better than a huge impact minion. But yeah, this is a good card. This is the threat, the perceived threat is probably more impactful than you actually wasting a spell burst on this. So yeah, again, some mind game psychological threat. Next card, True Aim Crescent, 1 mana 1/4 weapon. I already mentioned this in Team Hunter. This is a fucking insane card in Demon Hunter, especially since you can combine the hero power. In Hunter, this is also good. It's not as good, but Hunter is not a ping class, so it's still good. So where Hunter is an aggressive class, again you could go phase, but you could still trade. So this allows you to do that with Hunter while still going phase, essentially. This is a dumb card. It's a very, very dumb card. This is at least, I think this is a double S. I don't remember if I gave this a single S in Demon Hunter. And now I think about it, I'm not sure if this is better in Demon Hunter because you can hero power to increase this attack, or Demon Hunter card to just increase your attack, or it's better in Hunter where you don't naturally have a ping. But this is a stupid fucking card. Yeah, this is a dumb card. This stupid card. And I saw the review video, I believe, again by a Chinese streamer, had you play the side quest, I think. But yeah, this is such a dumb card. Alright, so oops. Onto the rares. Ah. So Teacher's Pet, 5 mana 4/5 Beast. It's also a Druid dual class card. I already said this is a really good card, I think. Uh yeah. Again in Hunter, it's worse in Hunter than it is Druid because the nature of the class. It's still a good card. I'm probably gonna give this. I believe I gave this the A+ for Druid, but it's not as good in Hunter. Mainly again due to the art type of Hunter. But again, 5 mana 4/5 Taunt Beast. Pay a 1 mana for slightly better Yeti, but then you get a random 3-drop Beast, so it's delayed value. If the meta becomes more of a mid-range, slow mid-range control, or this could be fine. So yeah, give this an A+. Again, I'm pretty sure I gave it A+ in Druid. This is not as good in Hunter than it is in Druid. Just again, strictly due to the inherent class identity. Unless Blizzard decides to screw it up and change them down the line, but yeah. Loaded Python. I'm not sure about this card. 3 mana 1/2 Beast. Death Rattle. Summon a 4/4 Hapless Handler. Yeah, and it's not a beast. I believe they mentioned on the review stream it is a gnome. I think Crip said dwarf, but then Ali Dawson said gnome, which is the yeah, it's one of them. Crip said one, but Alex said the other, which is what it is. Whatever. This is not a bad card. I don't know how good this is. So Kindly Grandmother was a 2 mana 1/1 beast. Summon a 3/2 beast. And this is better stat line, right? The 4/4 is not a beast, so yeah, this is better than Kindly Grandmother. This is at least an A tier. This is a good card. Units help it. This is A+. This is a good card. Again, it's a little slow, but you get a 4/4. So you play a 3 mana 1/2, ping some guy off, you get a 4/4 to cycle through this body. It's fine, it's good. Even if it's a little slow, but yeah, A+, whatever. That's card. Demon Companion. 1 mana spell. This is also a Demon Hunter card. I think this is worse in Hunter than it is in Demon Hunter for some reason. I don't know why. So again, for 1 mana, it's comparable to Animal Companion, you get half the stats for the tokens. Ruff, or Reoff, it's a Bluegill Hunter, or Bluegill, whatever it's called. Shima, it's a 1 mana 1/2. It's pretty good on turn 1. Again, just like Demon Hunter, you do not want to hit this card on turn 1. So it's a good card. I don't know how good it is. It's not a bad card. It's work in Hunter. This is probably worse than Animal Companion because it's not as impactful in terms of tempo. It's probably more. This is probably more of a curve filler. I don't know why. I just feel giving this A minus. It's whatever. It's not bad. It's good, but it's gonna be very meta dependent. I think for Hunter. So yeah. All right. Overwhelm. 1 mana spell. Deal 2 damage to a minion. Deal 1 more damage for each beast you control. This is insane. 1 mana, 2 damage. It's a worse smite since smite got buffed, but it's a better arcane shot even though arcane shot goes face. Now my question is, I'm pretty sure, well, based on how it's worded, spell damage probably doesn't affect the additional damage, the second clause. So this is a good card. This can be a pretty dumb card. Pretty dumb removal card. So 1 mana, 3 damage is like the probably the upside, the likely you want to get. It's gonna be a smite, holy smite. 1 mana, 4 damage. It's a soulfire removal or the spirit bomb, I guess. Is this spirit bomb? I think it is. I think A plus is fine. It's probably a little on the high side, but it's definitely in the A tier rating. Um, if it's a huge beast deck, this goes up to S tier, but this is definitely in the A tier rating, but I'm giving this A plus, so yeah, pretty good. Alright, so now on to the commons. So yeah, Blood Herald, 5 mana 1/1. Whenever a friendly minion dies while this is in your hand, gain +1/+1. This is also a Demon Hunter dual class card. I didn't think it was that great in Demon Hunter. It's also not that great in Hunter. Demon Hunter has Illidari cards that can help this. Hunter has what? Unleash the Hounds, but Unleash the Hounds you probably want to use as a finisher sometimes. So this is not as good. This has potential, but and I did see you saw some of the cheap cards in Beast, so there's that. And things like the Python. And it's friendly minion, not friendly beast, so there's also that. This can pop off, but I think I'm just gonna give this a D. I may have given this a D minus in D Hunter. It doesn't really matter, but this is not great. It's not complete. Again, it's not complete shit where this is an F, but yeah. So Demon Hunter or not, no, Blood Herald D. Demon Hunter was probably a D rank tier as well. So yeah, there's that. Adorable Infestation. 1 mana spell. It's also a druid dual class card. Give a minion +1/+1. Summon a 1/1 cub. Add a cub to your hand. This is very good. I believe I gave this an A plus in druid. It's also good in hunter. Uh, it might be more impactful in hunter due to the demon, the you spawn a beast for stuff like, or oh well, it's not here anymore. But yeah, so at least A plus. I don't think I can justify giving this S, but A tier is fine. It's a good card, very good card. It's 1 mana 1/1, get a 1/1, and you also buff, which in buffs in Hunter push a little chip damage is fine. The effect was more impactful. This could rise to S tier. Now, the studies card, Carrion Studies, 1 mana. Discover a Death Route minion, that's 1 cost, 1 less. Again, as I said, discover mechanics are overpowered. Death rattle minions are typically good. The bad death rattle minions, well, hopefully you just don't get 3 of them in your discover. You can discover a griffin. No, my mistake, not griffin. The porcupine is a good one. This is good. I don't know if this is as good as the druid one, which is a spell, because spells are hard to come by. This is good for sure. This is definitely an A tier range. I'm not sure if it's A plus. Obviously, you hit a high main, but if you get like Infested Goblin, um, and like some slow ass cards in a class that you typically want, things are a little better. Like so, you get like Infested Goblin, Safeguard, what's another? What shit death rattles are there that are low cost? I don't know. I think A is fine. I don't think I want to give this an A plus. An A minus does not. There's no downside where, and this power level is not S rated, S tier. A is fine. Wolf or Wolper Tinger or Tinger. 1 mana, 1/1 beast. Battlecry, summon a copy of this. It is a strictly better alley cat, right? Because it's a copy. So you get the same exact thing, and if you have a bounce back, it's a better alley cat. This is a really good card. Again, I don't know if it's S tier because it's really good. Because S tier, the way I define S tier, this is 1 mana card. It's a tempo card. It's not like a tempo removal card, but it's a good card. This is a A plus. I believe some people gave this like 5 stars out of 4, which it's whatever. I mean, it's definitely good. It's very good. S or 5 stars to me is insane, and that would be comparable to some of my S tier. But yeah, this is a very good card. There's like no downside. That well, fully wrecks it, but whatever. So, guess that's all for my hunter cards. So yeah, watching this on YouTube, you could check out the other classes that I've done or will do. So yeah, till then.